Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of Square Triangle, where we talk about our favorite wrestling pay-per-views that don't take place in Saudi Arabia. We're talking about AEW Dynasty, a pay-per-view that did not take place in Saudi Arabia.
A very good show, too.
Yes.
Some odd decisions at times, but overall, this show actually fixed the pacing issues that we've had with a lot of previous AEW pay-per-views. Like, everything felt like it had the right amount of time that it needed. I think so too. Nothing went longer than it had to. Nothing was abruptly short, with the exception of the trios match. But there's legitimate reason to that when we get to it. Gabe Kidd did get injured during that match, so I'm pretty sure the abrupt ending was inaudible for what they had to do.
Yeah.
Apparently he dislocated his shoulder, and even after they got him backstage, it still took about 2 hours to get it back into place, which is rough.
Oof.
So that's why the second half of the match, Gabe Kidd's just not around, and it's the dogs doing a 2v3. I'm guessing that's probably the
people who have ever had their shoulder dislocated. Don't do that.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that that's the reason why it felt so abrupt to have the sudden title change again. When we get to talking about that, did you guys watch the pre-show or no?
Not really.
I didn't watch the pre-show, but I did catch Camille's return. So
yeah,
I was watching clips of that.
So the oddest thing about this show for me, before the show even starts, during the pre-show, Camille makes her return after being away like Wardlow for American Gladiators, going and attacking Willow Nightingale, who is also the current TBS champion. I feel like this may be signaling something with Mercedes again, but it just feels weird to throw Camille right back into this, spot after being away for so long. Even before the American Gladiators thing, she was just kind of that angle written out for some time, and she just feels like a very odd woman to bring back into this spot.
Yeah. But American Gladiators will bring notoriety to AEW.
And I'm assuming that's why they're giving her the spotlight. It's probably the same when Wardlow comes back too. It's hey, look, here's our big stars from
and on top of that,
other things.
And on top of that, her return kind of goes along with Willow Nightingale's current storyline of trying to go against returning stars. She went against Hikaru Shida in her return. And then Queen Aminata returned and she went against her in her return, and now it's Camille. So it kind of makes sense, but it does kind of feel like this spot is them kind of showcasing her for American Gladiators and whatnot.
Yeah.
I did like the promo that we'll get into with Willow Nightingale cutting, where she's like, all right, come on then, American Gladiator, let's do it.
Yeah. We do get more Camille on the pre-show, but before that, the opening match of this pre-show is Marina Shafir versus Alex Windsor. Alex Windsor currently the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, so this was a kind of title match too going into this. Windsor takes the win, looking tough, looking kind of crazy too. This is definitely Will Ospreay's partner in terms of the fighting spirit. It was a really good match too out of both of these women. Marina's in-ring abilities have just been improving every time she steps in. And she's definitely looking like a better Ronda now. She is the MMA wrestler role in this company.
Yes.
A very fun match though. Again, didn't go too short, didn't go too long. Windsor picks up the win. And yeah.
Speaking of matches that went way too not long enough,
we get a squash match. Camille is back in ring action against Big Ann, who I'm assuming is a local talent.
Yeah, I want to be so clear about this. When I'm looking at the wiki at the results of this, Big Ann does not have a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, so definitely probably local talent. Maybe somebody in AW has a school or connection to a school in the state that they pulled somebody from.
Shout out to Big Ann, whoever you are.
Yeah.
You took a hit.
It was a squash match, but I mean, she was equally as big as Camille, so it definitely showcases, Camille's dominance a bit. Willow comes out after the match though, and in an odd decision gets laid out a second time that night by Camille.
Yeah, she said she wants more.
But it was just like, okay, cool, you got jumped.
She's not smart. She just wants more.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you get jumped, and then it's like, cool, you're coming out injured. I'm thinking, oh, cool, we're gonna get, Willow's, edge on this back, and then she just like laid out again, and I'm like, oh, they're going all in on Camille for this feud, aren't they?
Oh yeah, and also Willow did kind of showcase some of the dumb baby face syndrome I hate a lot.
Yes,
but
for as smart as she's been, she is to this show like she acted like a dumb baby face. For once. Overall, it is a squash. You can't really grade it anything. It was here. It's, hey, Camille's back. We're going to be seeing her for a bit. You guys remember her? She worked with Mercedes. Like,
Hey.
It gets followed by a very fun match. Jack Perry versus Mark Davis for the national championship. Just a fun match of Jack Perry versus a bigger, stronger wrestler. Mark Davis, again, fantastic in recent months. Really proven like, hey, I was in a tag team. I got injured. I am not going to disappear from this, even if I'm not in a tag team anymore. Gets into another tag team. His partner gets injured, and Mark Davis refuses to leave TV. He's like, I am not going to be overlooked.
This man
I am not the Marty Jannetty here.
Exactly. Do not put the Jannetty label on this man. This dude is a hidden gem in AEW.
Yeah, and I can't wait for Jake Doyle to come back too, so we can see them wrecking havoc again. Because even though it was surely short before the injury, that tag team was so fun.
Yeah,
like, it's just two huge guys throwing around other guys. I think Twitter put it perfectly. It's like, give me that pure brawling monsters. Give me the orcish tag team of these two. Like,
AEW, and to be honest, AEW I think could benefit from guys like that. You just need like two beefy monsters. You need more beefy monsters in this company to put on matches like that. And those guys, that tag team was phenomenal. I think they were going to be AEW World Tag Team Champions, but Doyle got the unfortunate injury. I hope when he comes back that's still the pathway for them too, because I would really like to see them more on TV.
It was such a fun tag team. It was unfortunate that like 3 weeks into it was like, oh, fucking injury.
Yeah. That injury bug is floating around lately.
Yeah. I thought about it today, actually, like thinking about this card. This is AEW without Swerve on a card, without Hangman on a card, without, Adam Cole. Like a lot of their like top guys were not here. And this card was still this good with the roster. Like it's crazy.
Hey, we've gone through this before, because I think there was a pay-per-view last year where they didn't have like a Swerve or a Hangman or any of their top guys on there. It was one of their best pay-per-views here. I believe it was All Out.
But I like thought about today. I was like, it didn't even like dawn on me watching this show. Like they don't have a lot of their top guys here right now.
Yeah.
Like that's just how good the rest of this roster has stepped up. So a very fun match. Jack Perry retains, just kind of sneaking out a win. Like Mark Davis wasn't beaten completely clean. So a very, so you're not really like weakening his look at all. No, but then we do get a match that I thought would be a squash match, and surprisingly did not become a squash match. We have Divine Dominion, which is Lena Cross and Megan Bayne, the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions right now, taking on Hyun and Maya World, who got their position because two other women didn't want to do the job, and now they're on pay-per-views. But I saw this and I was like, okay, they're going to get their like showcase in. They're going to get squashed, unfortunately, but fans still love them. They are still like employed by the company and all that. And then it became an actual
all
match.
You can say about them. They're just employed. They're employed
well,
by the
company. I haven't seen a lot of them. They really don't have characters yet. They've just kind of been thrown into tag team matches to take the loss most of the time. Face. Yeah, they're just like, hey, you're our babyface tag team that we're going to feed to heel tag teams for now.
Yeah, but the thing is, down in Ring of Honor though, they are being like elevated a little bit more because I believe
Yeah.
Maya Ward had like a match with Athena and she almost beat her. For the
so
Ring
they
of
are
Honor
getting
World title.
so they are getting time. It's just it's not on TV. It's on
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, which is
This is Honor Club.
the Honor Club shows. So I'm like, okay, we're going to see them get squashed, but this is going to be exposure for the AEW audience. And then it actually just became a match. Like this match was actually
10-minute
very
match.
good. It was a very good match between two pretty good tag teams. And yeah, I mean, Divine Dominion retains, but I was surprised to see Hyun and Maya actually given an opportunity to like fight back and not just totally be squashed by these two. And it didn't overflow into the main show. They didn't do it this time. Like,
No.
Hey.
I had a feeling though, if they were to do that, it would probably be the Mark Davis Jack Perry match. That would have probably gone on last, and that would have been the overflow into the main card. But no, this one was like, hey, we're gonna come out and have like probably a 10-minute match or something like that. Between them, showcase Maya and Hyun a bit, make our champions still look dominant after the win, and go on about it. So overall, pretty good pre-show. Just 4 matches and a showcase of Camille. Then we get into the main card, and they start right out the gate. I think this is the 4th pay-per-view that they've been on in a row that Young Bucks have opened.
Yeah.
Like, they usually don't go on late. They're like, hey, get us in, let us do our thing, and
Let
then
me get out of here.
we'll showcase the rest of the company.
I gotta do EVP shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is Young Bucks versus Okada and Takeshita.
I will say this is my favorite Young Bucks match.
This is my favorite Young Bucks match in a while. Like,
I have gone on record for a while and I'd be like, not really my thing. I'm glad, even as far back as like Generation Me and TNA,
yeah,
and like all of that, I've never liked the Young Bucks. I think they epitomize what I didn't like when Indy was like really flippy there for no reason with like Teddy Hart and people running around.
Yeah.
But this, I will say, this is my favorite Young Bucks match, and we'll get into it here in just a moment.
because in this match they're doing what they do, but they're also playing second fiddle to the other story going on in this match right now.
Yes,
which is
absolutely.
Takeshita and Okada are teaming up, but Takeshita wants a shot at Okada's title, which we are getting at the next pay-per-view, or with Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
Double or
not
Nothing.
so yeah, Double or Nothing. We're getting Okada Takeshita finally for the championship. This match, they do cooperate for a bit. This is a basic tag team match. You do have Okada also again being the comedy god in the body of one of the world's greatest wrestlers, as he puts on the Young Bucks. He puts on the Young Bucks gear, including the headband, and just kind of wears that for a bit in the match, which was really funny. There is a spot in this match for an avalanche release German suplex that looks incredible by Takeshita. And this is the first match, and the crowd in this match is already doing standing ovations and applauds for these guys. Like, what a way to open a show.
The great opener.
Yeah,
It was high energy without going like
and back and forth. Not
a
lot of high spots, just a good back and forth actual tag team match until Takeshita nails Okada with a knee strike.
Yeah.
And then the match falls apart between these two. Because they start going at it. Okada eventually hits Takeshita with a Rainmaker. Young Bucks take control back, and they're about to do the Meltzer driver. Takeshita stops one of them on the apron, looks at Okada, and just lets him go and lets him hit the move to have the Young Bucks win the match.
Takeshita thought about it for a second. He's like, no, killed his ass. I'm done.
Yeah. So we're right there. We're on the cusp of babyface Takeshita coming back, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like this has been a well-built feud between Okada and Takeshita with a lot of comedy moments per se, but the way they got me, because the thing is, like when they had the match at the Continental Classic, I think a lot of people were disappointed, but I think they had to fit that within a 20-minute window. This time around, I think we're going to get the Okada Takeshita match that we've all been waiting for. This is going to be very explosive, just a straight out banger of a match. and they've been building this feud for months now. So I'm fully invested in it. I don't know about anybody else. And as far as the Bucks go, like this is what they do, man. Like,
Yeah.
The problem is with the Bucks is like I can't stand them as heels. All right, they're great heels, but they come off really pretentious and annoying, and I get why people don't like them. But when this is the Young Bucks at their absolute peak, you got these guys just in the ring doing what they do, making other tag teams look good while they look good themselves. This has been what they've done for like the last 20 years since I've seen them, way back in TNA as Generation B. So this is not surprising that they had this good of a match with those two.
We have very different memories of TNA.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like a lot of the fame came after TNA, but Generation Me, they had to start somewhere. They were still kind of good back then. I
want to point out too that the culmination of this feud is ultimately going to lead to New Japan's guy versus DDT's guy, like in this match, which I really hope AEW has nailed it with their hype packages. I kind of want them to tie. I kind of want, or was he DDT? It was DDT that he was big. That Takeshita was big in, right?
Yeah.
So I want them to like build that into. It's just like, hey, two different sides of Japanese wrestling. Like these are the top dogs in two separate companies. Finally, having this blow off match.
The problem with that is that the DDT style of wrestling, like everyone says,
it's comedy. It's comedy.
It's comedy. Yeah, exactly.
But like, you know what else?
Takeshi's gonna ride too. Takeshi's gonna ride a small bike and clothesline Okada when they get their fight.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's up?
Oh, by the way, with Okada, just let the guy be silly. He spent God knows how many years being the best wrestler in the world. We've said this on this podcast in the past, just how great Okada is. He just wants to be goofy. Takeshi comes from a company where they just do pure comedy because he can do that stuff too.
It feels just like it should have been
in this match also.
It should have been reversed because Okada is a great comedy actor, but he became a demon in New Japan, and Takeshi became a demon in a comedy promotion. And it's just kind of like, man, there's a universe where these two are flipped and like nothing changes.
Yeah, exactly.
it's wild. But yeah, we're finally getting that Double or Nothing. I can't wait. I want to see what the build to that's going to be like now.
We have AEW in like 30 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. So a very good opening match. We then get a match that was better than I thought it would be. Honestly, Ricochet versus Chris Jericho. Yep. This is after Chris Jericho comes back. He has the list. He's going through, I guess, the greatest hits. And I'm like, fuck, this is Ricochet. So going into this, I'm like, fuck. The whole Twitter thing he did. This is Ricochet about to lose to Jericho. Like, Tony Khan's like, I'm not going to fire you, but we are going to do some things that you might not like as like a punishment.
Right.
And I'm like, oh God, they're putting him with Jericho. This is definitely like, all right, Ricochet, we're going to stop for a minute. The crowd comes out singing Judas when we're in Canada. Like, this crowd loves Chris Jericho. And I'm wondering if do they love Chris Jericho, or does the heart really make the heart, what's it? Does this make the heart grow fonder? Like,
makes the heart grow fonder.
Has he been gone for so long that we're just happy to have him back? And I'm like, I'm probably going to blame it on Canada. For
it's Canada.
The reaction that he got.
Yeah.
We get Y2J chance, and I mean, this match was probably what, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Ish.
And surprisingly, Ricochet wins. And I'm like, that's odd. Because Jericho just came back. I expected him to, get a win in a singles match, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's actually going to start doing the veteran thing of putting younger talent over. And I was like, maybe we've seen it. Maybe we're going to see a different side of Jericho for this. But it's interesting because he hits him with a spirit gun and then hits him with his own lion salt to pick up the win.
Yeah.
I mean, there were, GOA antics going on as well. He had Gates of Agony with him the whole match. But it was just very interesting to see Jericho lose in Canada, which actually wouldn't be the first Canadian losing in Canada on this show.
But you know what? No, I got to give credit where credit is due to Chris Jericho. You know, he got in shape. He came out. He came out.
He did the job.
He did the job. You know, and
I don't have to do shit to Chris Irvin. I don't have to give him shit.
You're killing X on the podcast,
man.
I do not, in fact, have to hand it to him.
I know how you feel about that. I'll give credit where credit is due this time.
For somebody with
fantastic job, and
for somebody with his star power to say, "Hey, you're coming back and losing your first match back," you know, I would think with normal people with his amount of star power would have been like, "No, I'm not." Like,
especially people in his era.
That's not going to work for me, brother.
That's not going to work for me, brother. But he came out, he did the job. So, I mean,
once you're finished, I'll move.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and again, match did not go longer than it needed to. A really good singles match to kind of cool down the crowd a bit from the opening match, because they have to save the energy from this point on throughout the rest of the night. Like, the rest of this pay-per-view is nonstop, and you can tell it's going to be a nonstop pay-per-view when the third match is Darby Allin getting destroyed instead of the seventh match is Darby Allin getting destroyed. Andrade versus Darby, actually going through all of this, I think, because the Moxley Ospreay match and the final match, like, they did stuff, but they did stuff differently. I think this match is just my favorite match on the card, just in terms of it doesn't overdo it. There are still good spots. These guys actually work great together. Like, this was just a really good match.
Although I did laugh my ass off when, like, Andrade was taking a picture with that girl.
Yes. He takes his picture with the girl and he turns around and he just gets hit with a coffin drop.
He turns around and you see Darby just splat onto Andrade. I got a good laugh out of that one.
Yeah.
I liked when he did the spot where he takes his pants off and commentary and what's his name on commentary is just like,
the woman just passed out. Yeah, the woman in the front row just passed out. Flies.
Someone get Tony Schiavone water.
So the stipulation going into this match, or the story behind this match, is after climbing up the mountain again, Darby wants to get to the world title picture. He has to beat Andrade to get back to that match, which is the match that is happening tonight. It is Darby versus MJF for the world championship. I don't think Darby will get a title reign at some point, but I think the short list of champions you have right now, or the people who are shortlist to become champions, I think at this point in the company, it's like anybody else is a better choice. Like, when somebody sees the world champion on somebody like as small as Darby, you know, it's just kind of like, a lot of people won't really like believe that if they don't know who he is. Like, especially when you have guys like Andrade and MJF and Kenny on the roster. Like, I think Darby's story is going to be the chase until they have no choice. You know, it's like, all right, we have to, like, we have nobody else right now. We need to change the champion. Darby, we got to do it, man. Like, I wouldn't be surprised too if Darby just told Tony, like, hey, don't do it. Like, I'll be the chaser. Like, just.
You can't call him a chaser. Nope. You can't call him that.
Yeah.
But yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's just like
he's a child champion chasing babyface though. You know, he will get a reign eventually, just not right now, because you got
any other title for him in his style. Any other title fits better. It's just the world title. I think is going to be a stretch to have people commit to him as a champion. You know, it's like you're trying to show somebody in the company. It's like, this small guy, because you look at WWE's champions and they're all just, you know, the mold WWE wrestlers. Big, muscular, Obafemi, like, as world champion is going to look great, by the way.
I can't wait for that one day.
But then if you put that like next to Darby, you know, it's like, oh, this is the less serious company from the looks of it.
So my solution for that is he loses tonight, but then you put him after the international championship or something like that. You know, international championship, TNT championship. You know,
just make the national title like this company's cruiserweight title. Jack Perry, Darby Allin, Ricochet. You know, like just do that. Make that like here's our cruiserweight like title.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah,
that'd
like
be a good idea.
Yeah, it's just like here's the guys that cannot like that we don't feel would fit. Like even a Jack Perry like world title run feels hard to believe at this point in time, just with the roster that they have.
But again, I'm not opposed to Darby being AEW World Champion. It's just now.
I think he's going to get it. He's going to get it. It's going to be a run, but I think his reigns are going to be so far apart whenever he becomes champion. Yeah, that it's just kind of like
that, you know. There's going to be so much division, because right now there's so much division on, you know, Darby becoming world champion because while some people may like it, others see this is a bad idea.
The things that I've been seeing, it's like we need to get the belt off MJF. His reigns as champion always kind of suck, but then it's like, but let's not put it on Darby. It's like, good. Yeah, this one's actually been pretty good so far, in terms of his character work. And
but the thing is, it's like I know for a fact they might not take the title off of MJF until All In.
They're not going to take it off on a random Wednesday.
On a random Wednesday. I know he's holding the belt until at least All In because I put, and this is still my prediction, honestly, that Will Ospreay is going to win the damn title at All In. You know, you got to in front of his home country.
When you think Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, like Will Ospreay is definitely like. That makes the most sense, right?
Yeah. In his home country, in front of, and that's how you sell the tickets for All In, because you know they're gonna buy them. You know, 80,000. You know, Wembley Stadium is 80,000 strong. They can get 50, 60,000 out of it.
It's just like the devil. MJF being the devil, I think, is like the best thing they ever could have done for marketing the matches. You have the devil versus the Hangman. The devil versus the god of pro wrestling, the devil versus the aerial assassin. Like it's such a good name for marketing these matches.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Oh man, they nailed it. Like they nailed it with this run for MJF. I'm loving this title reign.
So too.
Like
it's been really good.
But this Andrade Darby match to get him into the world title match that he's in tonight. Just really good. It's Andrade, you know, being, you know, his flirty kind of tweener, I would say. I don't think Andrade is like a pure heel right now, but he's also not a pure babyface.
No, because he's definitely because on TV he's currently in disagreement with Don Callis because he wants to be world champion, but Don Callis has made him hire gun for MJF, who he wants nothing to do with. So that is pretty much makes sense.
And I wouldn't be surprised if between now and All Out or All In, we get an MJF versus Andrade match as like a feud match. You know, we have time. We have time to kill. It's like
you guys were saying that there was a like nobody's gonna know who Darby Allin is. I disagree. Those few people who watch Sex Sent Me to the ER are gonna know who Darby Allin is.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he's known for being the smallest AEW world champion and the guy from Sex Sent Me to the ER.
If you know, you know.
This match had some really cool moments on it. One that I think almost killed Andrade, and then one that I'm pretty sure almost killed Darby. We had the vertical suplex on the we had the vertical suplex on the outside. Or to the outside, and then we had him dropping. Was that the Mark Davis match? Actually, or am I misremembering? He dropped him onto the apron from the standing suplex position. Was that this Darby match, or was that Jack Perry and Mark Davis? I think it was this match.
That was the Darby match.
Because then we have the actual standing suplex to the outside, which hurt both these guys. And then I think the biggest spot of this match was the avalanche Samoan drop flipped into the crossface, where it looked like Andrade almost came down right on his fucking head.
Oh yeah.
Like there was not enough rotation. There was not enough rotation in that. or there was just enough to make it not like fatal. But like he came down like just angled enough so it's like Darby with his hands like patted. Neck. Yeah, Darby and his hands like patted the landing, but Andrade was coming down like cheek first onto the mat. It was insane visually. Putting on the crossface in Canada, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess
we're doing this. There was the picture.
Why not?
There was the picture of Adam Copeland. I won't say Edge and Christian standing with David Benoit, and Christian looks like he's trying so hard not to be in character about the father jokes. I was like, I'm looking at the picture and it's like everybody's responsible like Christian. No.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
I was just like, oh God, he would too. You let him say that shit on TV, Christian would. It's like, there was a pinning moment that was cool too. Andrade stopped Audrey from doing the 3 count. Actually like catching the ref's hand to stop the pin.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I've seen that before, surprisingly. So that was a cool little thing. And then it's not really a solidified win. It's more of a cheeky pin on Andrade to win it. At which point Andrade does show some respect to Darby too after the match. Kind of showing like he's still tweener rather than, pure heel.
He's definitely not a pure heel, or he would have beat the shit out of Darby.
He's not a pure babyface either.
Yeah. Now he still doesn't respect his opponents, but he's not going to be like he's not going to kill them after.
So like Andrade took abuse in this match too, man.
Yeah.
Like that crossbody from the top when he was taking the picture, and then he does his tranquilo pose and just gets hit by Darby's like diving thing through the ropes.
That was insane.
The camera work in this match was great too, because you didn't see Darby coming either time he did it. Like they were just focusing on Andrade, and they just see Darby come out of nowhere to nail him. I will say too, last pay-per-view we had a ton of cuts to the crowd to get like reactions. They didn't do that a lot during this show, which I'm happy about. They did it early in the night, and then they just kind of stopped doing it throughout the show.
But what else? They had a lot of solid camera work during this pay-per-view. Also,
the camera work actually hit.
I saw your comment on the match that we'll get into later. It's like, oh, the cameraman's a ball knower, huh?
Cameraman knows ball.
So I think in terms of like not, because we know, like I said, we're talking about the Ospreay match and the Omega match, like that's spectacle. There's going to be false finishes all over the place. There's going to be great exchanges. I think in terms of just a match, I like this one the most on the card. It just felt like a very good singles pay-per-view match with a very good stipulation to it for Darby. And I like Andrade's character work since he's come back. He's been just kind of this cocky wrestler.
Yeah, no, he's been on. For somebody who's had like 3 or 4 runs in both companies,
man gets divorced instantly happier. It's like somebody's comment on Twitter was just like, and Andrade's out here making divorced man shit look cool again. It's like
I ain't got no arguments with that.
He's come back to this company, and this is I think one of his better runs that he's had so far, and just wherever we've seen him, either WWE or here.
Yeah, no, this is the run he's on.
Yeah.
Or rather, this is one of the better runs he's been on in ever, really.
Andrade has hit his stride since coming back to AEW. I'm not gonna front about that.
Yes.
The dude has just been solid ever since his return, and I wouldn't mind him getting a title run at some point.
I would like to see it. I don't think.
I think so.
I don't think he's going to be the one to take it off MJF.
No.
But he may be the one to take it off Ospreay. You never know.
Like I said, we're talking about like next year stuff, because I believe that,
because we're expecting
completely set for this year.
For the most part, we're expecting 4 to 7 months being title reigns in the average for this company. So it's like they don't just swap these titles. We'll say like 4 months being a low end and a year being the long end, because that's the max I think that we've had so far with MJF. But usually about 4 to 7 months seems to be the time frame we look at with title reigns.
Ish, yeah. I will say I do. I think I'm the only person who like misses the year long reigns.
They're good early to like establish a title, but I think when you get a roster this deep, it's just kind of like we want to make it Ospreay. We can't wait 3 years for Ospreay though.
I can't. No. I think Ospreay's reign should be like a year or so.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it.
What I'm saying.
I wouldn't mind if he gets it and loses it at All In. Like,
yeah,
like he gets the title and then loses it the same night.
No, he gets it and loses it next
year.
year.
A year later
at All In.
Okay, I was like, huh? That's not. That's the opposite of what I said.
No, it's like win it at All In and then have him at like a year. Just he's getting banged up more and more. It's like the Orange Cassidy reign with the international title.
Yeah.
I don't want them doing TNA shit, Deca. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want them doing TNA shit either.
Yeah,
like I could say like he wins it at All In, does a year reign. It's like Orange Cassidy gets more and more desperate to hold it as it's just more and more worn down, and then he loses it at All In back in his home country to whoever the next person is. Takeshita, hopefully.
Oh God, I would love a Takeshita world reign.
Yeah,
I'm waiting on that one too. At some point,
stick it in my veins. I've been high on that man for like 3 years now.
We have said way too many good things about Takeshita, and not hardly any bad things about him. So yeah. I mean the Deuce is consistent. That's why I like him. He's one of my favorites right now.
He's up there for me.
He's so good in the ring too, dude. It's just like watching a Takeshita match is just chef's kiss. So moving
quite good. Yeah, go ahead.
Moving on from Andrade and Darby, we go into two more of Canada's favorites. Really interesting during the hype video here, seeing them with the WWF tag team titles, which was a very interesting photo for AEW to slap upon their hype video.
That was a choice.
Oh,
it was maybe it was old and entered the public domain.
It was either that or it was something from Canada before they went to the WWE, but it looked like the old WWF tag teams.
Well, because what they did,
it might have been Stampede.
They would go into like the Canadian Indies and make an appearance. So it could be that too.
Yeah, it was just, I saw them with the classic like oval belts with like the little dip on the bottom, like the old tag team belts that they had. I was like, that's a choice to slap that into this video.
But to be fair, a lot of indie companies, they do use WWE stylized belts.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like the same. I saw the shape. It might not even be that. I just saw the shape of it. I was like,
it might not even be that because I know there's like a lot of belt makers, who make their designs based off of the old WWE belts. Because I've seen that stuff a lot, in pictures on Facebook and whatnot and social media from indie companies. So that does kind of line up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Cage and Coop versus FTR for the tag team championship. I thought we were finally going to get the tag belts off of FTR for this, and I was like, "Hey,
I'm pleasantly surprised we didn't."
I'm surprised we didn't as well.
I'm glad. I like Edge. I like Copeland and Christian to be like that close for that many more reigns. Just because it's very much like an out with the old, in with the new situation, right?
Yeah, it's just the issue I have now is like watching how FTR's title reign has gone with the tag belts. It's just like, who's next?
Yeah.
At this point.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess we'll see whatever tag team they throw against FTR in the next match. But yeah, it's just like, okay, so it's not the Bucks, it's not Cope and Cage. Whomst. Like
Whomst.
Yeah. And this is a very this actually, like, surprisingly is a very
it's very by the numbers.
It's a very by the numbers tag team match, especially with a very classic finish of Stokely getting involved, taking out Christian Cage, and FTR just 2v1ing Edge after hitting him hard way with a title to bust him open.
Oof.
Yeah.
You saw that somebody did the clip of him taking the belt to the head, and it's like they have like the frame slowed and you see like nothing and then just the blood start like coming down, like just square, like hit in the forehead. You just see it, like the cut start to bleed. I was just like, oh, they did that hard style.
That looked like that hurt.
Because I was expecting him to like get up and you see a little bit if you were to slow it down, and then the belt hits and that's what starts everything. But like he was clean until that belt contacted him. So they smacked the shit out of Edge with that title belt.
Yeah, they did.
And yeah, so Stokely takes out Cage, FTR pins Edge, and all three of like the classic Canadian wrestlers lose in Canada. Very interesting decision, but I think we're so used to people winning in their hometowns that it's like, oh wait, no, WWE actually did this a lot when people went to their hometowns.
Yeah,
It's
it was a thing.
It's like, hey, look, we're in the city. This person's from the city. They're fighting for the IC title. They lose. It's like,
oh, most recently on Raw, I think was it on Raw with Bailey losing in San Jose?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They do this a lot. I guess AEW's taking the page out of that book as well. So I don't know, but I think that with as far as Christian and Cars Cope and Christian go, I think if they do run that match back, it might be a double or nothing or somewhere else down the road, but I don't think they would probably be doing Canadian fans.
Well, what
I
got
wouldn't
me
like them I wouldn't like them winning the belts in America of all places. You know,
we don't.
What got me though is after this loss, like Edge is looking around for Christian and can't find him. And I'm wondering if their final match, because they probably do want to retire together. I don't know how much time is left in their contract, but if they do want to kind of go out, I'm wondering if they're just going to fight each other for their final match. It's like, hey, you left me alone. We didn't win the titles, just kind of something like that. Just let these guys just duke it out for their final match together.
I'd be in for that.
I'd be down for that too, honestly.
I see the ads on Facebook whenever I'm on it. It's like apparently they started they made like a planking thing for like exercise, and I was like, that's where they've been when they weren't on AEW TV. And then Adam Copeland was filming Percy Jackson because he plays Ares, so
good for him.
Yeah, so these guys are definitely like, hey, we're here. We're gonna put over the younger guys, but they seem to still be having fun with it too. So
that's kind of the important part, right? They're still having fun.
And it's like they're not overstaying their welcome either. It's like, hey, we're not like every show. Here's Edge and Christian. Every pay-per-view here's Edge and Christian.
Right.
It's just kind of like, hey, they'll show up like this week and then skip a few weeks and then they'll show up again, kind of like building their next feud or whatever. But these guys are definitely doing, they're still doing great work at their ages. Like these guys still look great in the ring. But yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 title matches by this point with the pre-show and no title changes.
Yeah.
So
very interesting decision. That's the interesting decision, really.
Yeah, I was expecting at least like one of these, I was thinking, hey, maybe Jack Perry loses the national title to Mark Davis. Mark Davis has been doing great work, It's just like, hey, Mark, you've been doing your shit. We're going to reward you tonight. You're going to have the title now.
Nah.
But nope, and then they're like, the tag titles aren't changing. The women's tag titles we knew weren't changing. I think the only one that could have changed was probably the national championship because the New Japan Strong is probably not Tony's decision to make. So he's like, I'm going to feed Alex.
Decision.
Hey, I'm going to feed Marina to Alex to make your champion look stronger. Technically, the Sex Mass is a title change, only because it was vacated, which I am actually happy about. Not happy that Kyle Fletcher's injured, but I'm happy that it was vacated because now he can come back and be like, I never lost the title for whoever is currently champion. Also, this Casino Gauntlet match, a great roster for this match. Honestly,
yes, I really liked the roster for this matchup.
First of all, we start with Ciampa and Rush. More of these guys, just weekly TV, please. Like these two worked so well together.
Oh yeah,
I want to see these two in a feud together for a while. And then going down the list here, we have Bandito, Speedball Mike Bailey, El Clon, Pac, Daniel Garcia, Anthony Bowens, Kevin Knight and Wheeler Yuta. So it kind of feels like a cruiserweight match with after, the two, bigger guys start.
It's a who's who of like, people who that's a who's who of people who the IWC wants to be in the title picture.
Yeah. So we have
this is your bread and butter of AEW's roster right here.
Yes. This is also a ton, with the exception of Ciampa and Rush. This is a ton of young guys.
Yes.
Like this is their roster of like, here is our like mid to late 20s guys that we have on this roster. A lot of the Death Riders coming out here, kind of working together for a bit. El Clan just proving that he's just like one of the coolest luchadors that they have right now. El Clan is great. He also had his match against Mystico, where his mask was just a El Clan version of a Mystico mask. And it's like, it never dawned on me that he can copy other luchadors outside of hologram. Which
his name is El Clone.
Which opens up so many cool possibilities here.
His name is El Clone.
But like the whole thing was like he was like the evil hologram, and then it was like, oh wait, no, he can copy like every luchador style.
I liked the bit where he like took off his little eye mask.
Yes. Yeah, so did I. That was good. That was smooth.
I do the little camera tilt too with his like C that he makes. It's just a cool touch on like his presentation too. Bandito deadlifting Andrade or deadlifting Ciampa out of the pin into the 21 plex. Like he did that once to Andrade, and he's like, I'm gonna just start deadlifting people with this move. How this is gonna go.
And to be fair, it kind of looks good too. So like him doing that from the pinning position is kind of peak,
I need to see more people counter it though.
Yeah,
I need to see more people counter it. Like it looks good, but if it just hits every time, like, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Some people, I guarantee you, there are gonna be a couple of wrestlers that flip out of that. So
it's so funny though. Looking at this roster again and just seeing Wheeler Yuta, I'm like, all right, congrats, Tony. You got one sneak in here. It's like you have this great roster, and then you snuck in one guy. Like,
I mean, Wheeler's
he just hasn't done
his own right.
He's good, but he just hasn't done anything really on his own. Like the last year,
he don't need to do nothing on his own. He hasn't done anything on his own in a long ass time. I still like him.
We also get Pac back with trunks instead of his pants. Like
Pac is just such a weird person, like such a weird individual to me. I have no idea what to make of him.
Have you seen him in just like his normal everyday clothes? Like the picture of him and Finn Balor at the Christmas party. He's like in this like big sweater and just like normal pants, and his hair's like tied back, and he has glasses on. And I'm like, that man murders people in a wrestling ring. It's like, there's a pin that happens in this match. It gets interrupted by Kevin Knight, or Speedball is getting pinned. Kevin Knight moonsaults onto both of them and then picks up the win. And Kevin Knight, they pulled the trigger on him. They put a title on Kevin Knight for a solo act.
Decision.
That was a great decision.
You kind of had hints of tension with him and Speedball, but then they dispelled that with the promo afterwards of Speedball, congratulating him. But again, wouldn't mind if those two feuded for a bit. They're great together. They're great wrestlers in their own rights. And it does seem like Kevin Knight took advantage of Mike Bailey's situation to get the win. So this is also somebody that Swerve has been like really gunning for to get more, to get more time to show himself off here in this company.
Yes.
So I think
I'm really happy to see him do that.
I'm really happy to see Kevin
I like
Knight
that
solo.
even as a heel, I love the fact that Swerve is still trying to get the best out of Kevin Knight, because he has a vested interest in him for whatever reason. And that's a story I think they should roll back around to later.
Yeah. So a very good Casino Gauntlet match. A great roster in it. And again, as a multi-man match like this, again, didn't go on too long. Somebody got a good snappy win when it happened. And yeah, nobody was able to get tired of any of these matches so far to be like, just end this match already.
Right.
It's just kind of like,
AEW,
here's the thing. Ends. Good job.
It's like you guys said earlier, like AEW has kind of gotten better about their pacing issues with pay-per-views. They don't overstay their welcome, and then I think they're trying to make a generous effort to cut down some of the time on pay-per-views, because the big complaint was that these things have gone way too long and these matches are like 20, 30 minutes long. And I'm like, sure, we're getting the best out of it though, but I think the pacing in this pay-per-view has been solid. So,
I need to double check my notes for previous shows. This main card has 9 matches on it, which I think is lower than like the last like 3 pay-per-views that we've watched. I think the other pay-per-views have gone double digits. So if it is an honest effort for time,
4 hours. So like,
yeah, it went 4 hours, but like it didn't. Like nothing felt short. It's like
no, not at all.
4
Everything
hours.
felt like it got the right
4
time.
hours for 13 matches is, I think, way more draining than 4 hours for 9 matches. So,
yes, correct.
Yeah. Speaking of just great pacing and just great matches, this women's match, man. Holy shit.
My second favorite match of the night.
Well, we start off with a banger, where it cuts backstage and there's a fake pub setup with Alex Windsor drinking, and then Jamie Hayter comes in, kills her drink, and then makes her way out to the ring, which was a very funny setup. I want them to bring back pay-per-views that fake bar setup. It's just very funny. It reminded me of old APA stuff.
Yeah.
Like where they just have the door set up. They can easily walk around, but they're like, come through the door.
The random door that everybody knocks on, where they can just walk around it. And I always found that segment funny as hell. It was a running gag with the APA, and I still love it to this day.
They just start randomly jumping people.
No, we were talking about the fake bar setup at the start of the women's match with Alex Windsor drinking, and I was like, it just reminded me of APA with like the random door that you had to knock on to like talk to them.
That was my favorite. It's
like everybody knocked on it,
and everyone had to knock, because then they wouldn't acknowledge your existence if they didn't.
Yeah. What would we expect from Tekla and Jamie Hayter besides 2 women actually just beating the shit out of each other? This match was physical from the bell. There was stuff on the ramp, the DDT on the ramp, and then I think somebody clipped it on Twitter, and it was Tekla kicking Jamie Hayter down the ramp and then like catwalking behind her. Like catwalking down the ramp behind her to follow her as she just rolled down the ramp. And I was like, there's so much aura for Tekla. It's crazy, dude.
Yes.
I know we usually complain too about like some matches being in certain spots on the card. With how this card flowed, this was like the perfect spot for this. Like watching this match, I'm like, okay, this isn't taking away from the gauntlet match. And this feels like a natural like escalation into what is undoubtedly going to be the Ospreay Moxley match. Like these women kept the energy like going from that Casino Gauntlet match very well. And just these 2 women just beat the shit out of each other, man.
Yes.
It was just hard strike after hard strike. I think like somebody took, I don't know who it was, but someone took a boot while they were in the ropes and it looked realistic. I think it was
Jamie Hayter got kicked in the face and
took a nasty boot to the face.
I did see a tweet because people are like, with her mannerisms in the ring and everything and just her energy, it's just like, is Tekla just Werner Herzog in drag? And I was like, I thought about it and I was like, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like she is. I can't argue with it, and it just makes it better. It's like she's
honestly,
just
she's the closest thing we have to Luna Vachon in years.
Yes. That is. It's like you say that, and it's like, yeah, I can see that.
I completely see it because she is absolutely out of her mind sometimes.
Even the camera work, like when she's on the turnbuckle during her entrance, you can see her mouthing like, it's like, come to me, baby, come to mama. Like as the camera's like zooming in, and it's like she just has that presence. Like she knows what to do, she knows what to say. She's so good at this, man.
She just had to be taught how to like do the ring stuff a little bit, but even then, like you can teach that. You can't teach presence.
Yeah, she has presence. She has her character down. Like she knows what she's doing. We say it too with pay-per-views. Like, if you want just a good women's wrestling match, like this is definitely on like the list now. You know, like we have just that list. I need to go back and see what we actually have said for previous shows and like make it. But like, this is definitely one of those matches. Like, you want to watch good women's wrestling? Watch this fucking match.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, this was a great match.
She does retain by cheating. I can't remember exactly. I didn't put that in my notes, but she did cheat to win. I think it might have been like the trunks or something.
Yeah, I think she rolled up Jamie Hayter, then grabbed the rope right before.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she grabbed the rope to hold herself in place for the 3 count. Escaped the ring like she always does very quickly after beating a babyface. Sisters of Sin are there with her to kind of back her up, and Jamie Hayter's pissed. Like, Jamie Hayter is like threatening her as Tekla's just grinning, like walking back with the Sisters of Sin after celebrating her win. Just keep it going, man. If you're going to put the world title on Jamie Hayter, do it at All In. You know? But
also
like,
in front of her home crowd.
Yeah. It's just all the British champions. Just do it. Just All In.
Yeah.
Go all in. It's like, but Tekla's reign, I don't want it to end. Like, she's so good right now. If there was anybody to take the world title off of her, give it to Amanita. Like, build Amanita up and just have these two.
I would, but what I think is going to happen again. But I hope what I think is going to happen might upset a lot of people though, because Mercedes is coming back soon. So yeah. I don't know if she finally wins the title and she's the one that beats Tekla, but I wouldn't mind it. But
we also have Sheeta back.
We
also have Sheeta
right there.
Sheeta's back in the picture, and she's teasing a heel turn. So,
that's gonna be generational. I like her.
She like faked, like bucked up to what's her name?
Her and Chris Statlander being like a makeshift tag team right now is also a crazy decision.
Yeah,
it's like, but we're getting the originals back, which is nice.
Yes.
And I think Sheeta as a heel is going to be really fucking entertaining because I think she can pull it off. It's about time too because she's been a face forever. So I would like to see that other side of Sheeta. You
have Takeshita here being like one of your top acts. Where's his wife? Give me Yuka Sakazaki. It's like,
oh yeah, she's still with the company.
She's still with her. It's like, show her more. I loved her during the original pay-per-view for all of this. Like, she was great there, and it's like if you're going to do a feud with like Ospreay and Alex and Takeshita and her, like, just give it to me. It doesn't have to have a title involved. Just give me these feuds, man. You have this roster that's so deep. You have so many like just natural connections between people. They're embracing history too, which is what I love. Like, WWE is just like, here's why they're fighting, because we say so, and it's like, it's not because they've hated each other the last 6 years. That could be the reason.
Like, so they will pick and choose when they want to, like with with
Cody and Randy. Cody and Randy was like
Cody
history.
And Randy, I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they'll pick like people. Well,
that's their whole shtick. Sami and Kevin,
beat the shit out of each other.
If they both came to AEW, they'd be doing the same thing.
Yes.
It's like, just a part of me is just like, Sami, just leave, come back, just El Generico back from the dead. Like, just for a bit. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about like all the champions that retained on this show, and I'm just like, fuck, where do we go now? Like, there's just so many opportunities on this like blank canvas for these champions, and it's so exciting.
Not even just that, but even the winners. Like, like with Kevin Knight, where are we going from there?
Yeah, like, where does Kevin Knight go now? Does he seems to be getting more and more cocky, even though he's supposed to be a babyface. Like, I think we are seeing like this gradual heel turn. Because I think in New Japan he was mostly heel, right?
I don't remember.
I think I can't remember. But like, it's like he's been a babyface for the most part, and he's been teaming with Speedball. It'd be great to see him switch it up a bit once he gets a title, and it's like, oh look, I'm the champion. I'm cocky as shit now. But I don't know. Like, I think that's what makes it so exciting after these pay-per-views, because it's like, win or lose, you're just like, oh, baby, what's next on the drawing board? Because it doesn't feel like anything's really planned like WWE goes, where they're like, it has to be this, it has to be this, it has to be this. It's just like,
Well,
what vibes?
The other thing about it is that so the matches we've all seen, they haven't like set up very many matches.
No, they haven't.
Like this is like season finale, and then they start the new arc probably today and tonight.
So tonight, I am assuming tonight we'll probably get a new challenger for Tekla. We'll probably get whatever happens in the aftermath of Darby and MJF. I think we're getting Ospreay versus Hekacetero tonight too, which is going to just be baller.
Hekacetero, yeah,
that's gonna be cool.
Speaking of, Ospreay got a little bit too angry in this one. Cost him. This is the AEW Continental Championship match. 20 minutes. They actually kept the time limit going for this one because it is a Continental Championship match. So it was very interesting to see these two guys work with the time constraints too, especially with how different their styles are. Ospreay versus Jon Moxley. He put him out of service. He put him out of wrestling for months with the neck injury. Ospreay is back to get his revenge. Probably a little too fixated on revenge though. And every time he had an opportunity to beat Moxley, he just chose to try to put him through more abuse. And it cost him the title. It does start real hot though, with once the bell rings, he hits him with a hidden blade and then just aura farms over him for a bit. And I'm like, how about you pin him? How about you pin him, Ospreay?
Yeah.
It's like, Moxley just is on the back foot for most of this match until Ospreay gets way too cocky, and then just Moxley is a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He just starts taking Ospreay apart. He's focusing his neck. There's like the pile driver on the steps. And you see Ospreay like doing the like seizure selling, and it's like, Danielson on commentary is just like, yes, like fucking cheesing.
No one else is doing it.
Like,
I wouldn't be shocked if he was the one that came up with the idea for Ospreay to do that, But like it did draw some parallels to Danielson when that happened to him.
Yeah.
I'm
This
not
match,
sure I like it though.
I don't like the seizure selling too. It's like especially somebody who has legitimate neck like surgery and stuff. Yeah. It's not. You can find better ways to sell without freaking people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This match has divided people though, because once again, people don't understand the New Japan style of fighting spirit. Because Ospreay gets hit with a DDT, he kind of bounces up from it and then instantly hits another hidden blade on Moxley before they both kind of lay there. And I'm like, and people are like, that's dumb. It's like, okay, but it looks cool. And by certain points in this match, you have Ospreay trying to do the Tiger Driver. He can't lift Moxley because of his neck has been put through with this match. Can't lift him. Moxley hits his finisher, which is the Death Rider. It's the like huge like suplex style DDT that he does.
Yes.
The Death Rider, because the normal DDT is just the paradigm shift, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But he hits the finisher and he retains, and people are just like, oh, so that finisher is protected, or he's kicked out of that finisher before. And he's like, he has not in this match. He has been hit with the paradigm shifts most of this match. This was the Death Rider. He hit it and the match ended. That's a finisher.
That's how finishers work, guys.
That's how finishers work.
That's how wrestling works sometimes.
Yeah. Ospreay just wants to punish Moxley, and he just gets too deep into it. And Moxley retains, and now I'm just like, well, shit. I wonder what's going to happen next for Moxley. And Hekacetero and Ospreay, I think, is going to be a good match.
Yes.
I just hope we're not getting Ospreay trapped in the Don Callis vortex for a few months. It's just like, hey, I'm going to fight through all of the Don Callis family now. So
Well,
I think
another thing too is the Owen Hart's coming up.
Mhm.
You know, because I think they do the Owen Hart right around the time of Double or Nothing.
Yes.
I think they're going to interweave a lot of the story between Moxley and Ospreay ain't over. You know,
Yeah,
because I
it's
think
not.
that's going to get interweaved into the tournament itself. And I think this is how you get Ospreay to All In. You know, because
I think if he
think Owen
doesn't
Hart's gonna be-
win, I think because that's the new thing, right? Owen Hart is the world title shot.
it's the
Now,
world title
or-
shot at All In.
Yeah, so I think that is how we get to Ospreay and MJF.
Yeah.
But that does still just kind of leave Moxley and Ospreay's like whole thing kind of unresolved too, which
For now.
is like maybe he just beats the shit out of him during the actual tournament. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised. It's just like, hey, look, Ospreay and Moxley are going back at it, and now he's like injured Moxley so much Moxley can't finish the Continental and shit like that. And it's just like, hey, okay. He's like, all right, cool. Beat the shit out of him. I'm good now. MJF. It's like, I don't even care. He can't. It's like, I don't even need his title anymore. I'm going for the world one.
Yeah, because Ospreay was never meant to win the Continental title. Who wins that belt for Moxley? I couldn't tell you.
It's another match where it's like,
Yeah.
where are we going from here?
Where are we going
think-
from here? Like,
I think if you were to put it on somebody, I think this is the belt that you put on Mark Davis.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you've done great with all the shit that your tag partners have gone through. You've gone through injury and have come back. You've done everything, you know. Here you go. Just
because see, the thing is as far as all the AEW belts go, I just think they need a little bit of distinction. You know, I think the Continental belt is the
Well,
number 2 title at the company.
I forgot
right now
the
because of all
C2.
stuff they put.
the C2 is where this title gets.
This title gets
contested.
defended, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
without two different things. I was like, okay,
But yeah, but back to the point, you know, but the Continental title can be defended at any time.
yes,
But you know, I think you need to make the Continental title, you know, because of all the story and the matches and the stuff they put behind it. To me, that's the number 2 title, and that's the one you
Mhm.
use to build somebody up to the next level. You know, and like Okada's held it, Kingston's held it, now Moxley's held it. Those are 3 guys that are top stars in the company.
Yeah.
I would continue that role. You know, I would just continue to use the Continental title to just build people up now. You know, that and the international title.
that is kind of like the tier. We have like the world being like, here's our top dog, Continental being like, here's our like. It does feel like this is the work rate championship alongside the international title.
Yeah.
Like these two are like, here's our work rate guys, and then the TNT one's like, here's our, you know, probably young up and comer guy who's going to be on TV a lot.
It's kind of like
And-
the X Division title in a way.
Yeah, and Kevin
Which
Knight
one
is
of
like
the
a
few things I
perfect.
still like about TNA.
Kevin Knight's I think a perfect person who you can even like put on like the media tours like Willow did. And it's
Yeah.
like, this is Kevin Knight. He's a champion, you know, still a relatively young guy too, has a lot of charisma. I could definitely see him building his reputation, like doing the media tour like Kyle Fletcher did.
Yeah.
A good match though. Like I don't think Ospreay and Moxley are ever going to put on a bad match, even with how different their styles are.
The ace of New Japan and the ace of AEW.
Moxley is the ace of AEW. Like he is,
Yeah,
he is holding that spot down until somebody else can claim it.
And he can go to sleep.
He can take a fucking vacation. It's like, I think if there's any storyline where the Death Riders like oust him as leader for like Claudio or something, it's just like Moxley's like, I'm going to disappear. My phone will be off. I will come back when I am well rested. It's like,
I'll come back in like 6 years when I'm better.
Yeah.
and then Moxley and Moxley Fashion will be like gone for 2 weeks and pop back up, and he's like, I am back. It's like,
If you've ever watched The Pit, it reminds me of Dr. Robbie's character.
yeah.
Cannot take a vacation. Probably a little suicidal.
This is the match that had the weirdest feeling afterwards for me.
I mean, now that the reports have
but
come out that
now
there's
that
a
I
degree-
realized like Gabe Kidd got injured and they probably had to audible real fucking
Yeah.
hard. Which actually, now thinking about it, that makes Finley and Clark a 2-man team, which could go for the tag titles.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm seeing where Tony Khan could be like, all right, let's shift some stuff around. It's like, but this is the Dogs, who are Clark Connors, David Finlay, and Gabe Kidd, versus the Conglomeration, who at the start of this match were just Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, the third man unknown. There's a whole opening skit of like a sitcom, which I love. I love that AEW is embracing like the sillier side of their mid card when it comes to certain things. And it's Orange Cassidy laying on a couch and Roderick coming in yelling "Orange" like he used to do for everybody. He's like, "Wake up, he'll be here any minute." And I'm just like, boomst. And then Kyle O'Reilly's back in Canada.
Yay.
And he enters.
Good for him.
Like, he enters the room and hits him with a whole, did somebody say conglomeration? And like they nailed like the whole sitcom like comedy thing. These three are great.
Like something straight out of Friends.
So they come down to the ring. The Dogs arrive, wreck the set. Clark Connors has sex with his belt, which was a decision.
A choice. Yeah.
And then Gabe Kidd kind of pisses on the couch.
Yeah.
Gabe Kidd, by the way, stealing Juice Robinson's entire shtick. I want to say, with Bullet Club Gold, like this was Juice Robinson walked so Gabe Kidd could run. Is all I'm saying here.
But
Juice Robinson walked so Gabe Kidd could throw out his shoulder.
Yeah. This is a really fun trios match. Like, it's chaotic. Orange Cassidy just kind of gets the shit beat out of him. You have a really good Roderick Strong hot tag. You know, a really hot Kyle O'Reilly hot tag being here in Canada. And also he's back apparently in this match like recently after his father had passed away too. So it's kind of a big night for him. Yeah. And recent stuff from backstage has kind of played that up too, I guess, to kind of cover up the injury side of things. It's like, okay, they won the titles back. Let's do it. And it's like, hey, I know what tonight, they're like doing backstage stuff. Like, I know what tonight meant for you after your dad, you know, we have a title now. You know, it's like they're kind of showing like how big of a moment it was for O'Reilly to win these titles. And it's a very good, like, all right, we're not going to say anybody's injured. This was the plan. We're just gonna make it like this. We get a really cool callback to a previous match of Orange Cassidy hitting the spear to Clark Connors outside of the ring, like Clark Connors had done to Darby Allin a few weeks earlier.
Yeah.
I popped for that. I wasn't expecting Orange Cassidy to spear Clark off the apron. Clark Connors also just proving to just be one of the better mid-card guys they have so far. Like, even on his team, I'm like drawn to him as a performer more. Because you have Gabe Kidd kind of being like the crazy guy. Then you have David Finlay just being like the cold, calculating leader from the looks of it. But Clark Connors has personality.
He's the cool heel.
He's the cool heel. He is cool sidekick, and Gabe Kidd is crazy sidekick for David Finlay's like mob boss that they have kind of going on right now. Yeah. Clark Connors also probably able to have that much swag, having, you know, being Declan's partner and stuff like that. Like, I would have that much swag too, you know. I'd be like,
I am beat my ass. Nobody.
It's like, you see my partner, I am untouchable to you. It's like, I am feeling myself here. I did not even notice during this match that Gabe Kidd was missing for half of it, because there was still just so much going on with Roderick Strong kind of just showing out in this match. This was surprisingly just like a Roderick Strong showcase, and I'm wondering, like, when is this guy going to get a good singles run? And then just I wouldn't mind him being, you know, I wouldn't mind him being continental after a tournament, like,
yeah, after another C2.
Yeah. And I just type here the Conglomeration wins with multiple question marks, because it just feels like it came out of nowhere, because I didn't register that one of the Dogs was missing. Yeah. And then I was just like, because that happened, and I was just like, oh God, we're hot potatoing the trios titles. Like, this is the point. This is where these titles have gone to. And I'm like, at this point, we need to get rid of them. The hot potatoing isn't working. They've had it for 24 hours. And it was like, oh, somebody got injured. Makes more sense. It doesn't feel great considering that they still hot potato the titles like that.
I mean,
I understand why.
it sucks you have to do that with titles, but sometimes it's just necessary to call the audible when needed.
Yeah.
You know,
this was an
Gabe
audible
Kidd got
call.
injured. This was
Right.
something that was out of their control, so I guess they had no choice. But
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
It happens.
Things like that happen in wrestling.
Yeah. It's a very rough audible that it comes literally a day after they win it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what like really hit me the
Brutal.
most. I was like, oh, that's rough. It's like, but now,
Because
hey,
I
like I said, Clark and Finley are two men. Send them after FTR. You know, like, just if you're going to do it, just pull the trigger now. Title up those guys as a tag team, and then when Gabe Kidd comes back, they can free bird the titles as a 3-man team. But Orange Cassidy
now we got
looked.
to meet him. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Orange Cassidy looked legitimately surprised too when the bell rang. Like they zoomed on his face. He's like sitting in the corner, and it's like Roger's like, "Orange, we won," and Orange is like, "What?" It's like he just seems like really confused to what happened, but he stays in character the whole time. And I was just like, that's really good. If he like legitimately did not know that the audible had to be called. It's just like, "Hey, we win," and he's like, "What do you mean we win? That wasn't in the script." It's like just Robin Hood Men in Tights moment.
Yep.
I liked it. I hope the best for Gabe Kidd's recovery. He did go on a profanity ridden rant on Instagram after the pay-per-view.
Naturally.
With a visible cast on his arm and probably on a few painkillers. So
fuck the conglomeration and fuck my shoulder.
yeah. He was cutting a whole promo on Instagram. It was very funny. Oh,
I just imagine this is how he sounds sometimes. That dude is awesome.
and then the main event. And
The God versus the devil.
These two guys have so much aura in their presentations. Also, before this, they did the mashup of their theme songs, like as like a hype thing, and I was like, it's on the rotation. It is,
For sure.
It gives me so much. It gives me so much Jim Johnston energy, even though he didn't do it.
yeah.
Bring that guy into the company, please.
We have the God of Pro Wrestling, Kenny Omega, versus the Devil, MJF. And you wouldn't expect these two to have the match that they do. But God, MJF is proving that like, he can work with anybody. Like MJF may have a style, but he is definitely showing like it's not strictly what he can do. He's like, I'm able to do more.
Yes.
Like I'm able to actually like do shit. I just keep to the same movesets like a wrestler does.
Whenever someone like tries to crack wise at MJF not being able to wrestle, like my first time, because I used to think that when I first saw him,
he was a very by the book
started.
heel wrestler.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had like 5 moves. They kind of followed the same sequence each match. His character was just like, I'm better than you. So like this evolution
but he
is
can
crazy.
do more.
He can do more.
Yeah, he just leans a lot into his character. That's why. Because I think, and that's a lot. And the thing is, like, that's important because you don't have a lot of wrestlers that just, they do by the book stuff, but at the same time lean more into their character to, push the match along. And that's what he's best at. You know, so he doesn't really have to do these fantastic moves, just to be a solid, just to be a phenomenal superstar. He's actually probably the most complete wrestler they have on that roster right now.
Yes.
Also, fuck me for getting excited about this actually having like a clean finish. Before the match started, the ref asked for the diamond ring. He asked for the diamond ring, and I was just like, oh, cool. The ref is smart. He's asking for the Dynamite diamond ring. It's like, all right, cool. We might actually have a clean finish or somebody's coming back. That was kind of my 2 thoughts about it. It's like somebody's going to interfere in this or we'll figure out a more creative, like dirty finish. And then I realized what kind of match I was in for when 5 minutes in, Kenny Omega lays a table on him and stomps through it from the apron. I was like, here we go. This is what this match is going to be.
That's some like anime shit.
Surprisingly though, a lot of in-ring action, a lot of technical wrestling. Kenny just continually just kneeing the shit out of people with his V triggers. Just it always looks so good.
You know what I also noticed during this match? Kenny did not rely on a lot of that stuff, a lot of the stuff he normally does. He was actually striking a lot more.
There was a lot of
Which is odd
striking.
coming from him.
It's like the man just did motion capture for Alex from Street Fighter or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like,
that's what
I
I
know,
was
right?
getting. That's what I was getting. It's like a lot of technical wrestling, a lot of strikes. He was still hitting like his snapdragons and stuff like that, but a lot of the high flying stuff, Kenny was very much on the ground for in this match.
Yeah.
Continuing to protect his finisher, he hits an avalanche one wing angel, but can't get to the cover because of the injuries he had coming back to wrestling, and MJF actually targeting his stomach for most of this match. So very good in-ring wrestling storytelling. It's like MJF is focusing on his stomach. There's a package pile driver after a crossroads, I think.
Yeah, MJF hit a crossroads at one point.
I think it was the end though. He hit a crossroads, I think, into a package pile driver, and Kenny Omega still kicks out. Then there is the ref bump after the one wing angel.
You knew
attempt.
there was going to be one.
It gets followed up by the standard MJF low blow after the ref goes down. That's always the first thing he does, is that he low blows somebody. He gets the ring out of the pocket, and he hits a tombstone outside the table, or outside of the ring onto the table, which was something he also did to Hangman in their death match. Pulls Kenny in, hits a heat seeker, and MJF retains. But this match was like 30-40 minutes?
39 minutes.
And that shit flew by. Like, this match, there was no point in this match where it's just like, okay, they're taking too long to get back to it. Like, they were just constantly moving.
I think this match, so for those of you who sorry, I had to check sleep. Those of you who don't know, whenever I fly, I bring with me like a little iPad, and all it has on it are
Kenny Omega matches.
Top wrestling. No, not just Kenny Omega matches. I have a collection of wrestling matches that are some of my favorite matches of all time.
Yeah.
So I have stuff like Shawn versus Austin at Mania, or like Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega, or Ospreay or whatever. I just have a bunch of those matches on there, and it's what I listen to and watch on the plane. And it has served me very well. So I've been flying since I was like 18. That list has only grown.
See, when I flew back from Texas from your wedding, I was watching Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. But I was also zooted on Benadryl the whole way back to Norfolk.
Told you you should have got a Zofran. I gave you a Zofran.
It's a sidebar from all the wrestling conversation. I learned that the reason motion sickness happens and everything is the same thing that leads to like sinus pressure. So an antihistamine actually opens up that shit. But I'm sitting in first class watching British comedy, just zooted on Benadryl for 3 hours. It's like, it was fantastic. It's like,
I'm really feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
I got it from San Antonio to Dallas. I popped it as we were getting onto the plane, and I'm just there. And I'm by like halfway through, I'm in my chair, just like, just slouched over. And they're like, "Do you want any lunch?" And I'm like, "I'm good, man." It's like, but
so good. It's like,
but
Sharky
I think putting on I think making a playlist of wrestling matches might be the play next time I fly out anywhere.
You fly back over here. I'll help you with my hard drive.
But MJF retaining over Kenny Omega. MJF also, the promotional image going into tonight's match had, it was him and Darby. Darby's at the base of the mountain. MJF's at the top. He's surrounded by Kenny's wing and Hangman's noose. Which I think is just a really cool addition to things.
Really cool graphic.
And if Darby loses, I wonder if his, skateboard or maybe a coffin is going to be added to that. It's just MJF collecting. Skateboard. Yeah, just Darby MJF collecting just pieces of his opponent to like add to this like throne of his.
Another 50 for my collection.
Yeah. I think from here on out, though, we are probably going to have a Darby loss. And then I think you build to probably Osprey. Seems to be the play. Or maybe you just jump the gun right now with the stuff that he has going on with Moxley and them. That's just like Andrade. It's fuck it, double or nothing. Like
Andrade. I just got to think, Andrade would actually be the perfect person to take the title
because he showed respect. He showed respect to, or not, no, but MJF. He just showed respect to Darby. Maybe MJF beats Darby by cheating. Andrade's like, I'm not doing this for this guy anymore. And then you set up Andrade and MJF had double or nothing, and maybe you have a title change.
Maybe.
I would love to see Andrade with a somewhat brief run.
Yeah, but I don't want Andrade to have like a brief one. Like maybe a little longer than 3 months.
Because then that all in, I think whatever happens, that all in, you put it on Osprey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows?
So it would only be like 3 months or so. And I don't want Andrade to have like a short transitional run. If you're going to do that, let's just save that plan for next year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, that was Dynasty. Great show. We have Forbidden Door and Double or Nothing as our next 2 AEW shows.
I say we have WrestleMania this week, and
we have WrestleMania this
Saturday.
Weekend. I'm going to watch day 1, and then I'll have to watch day 2 afterwards. But we'll see how much wrestling we have on our ads show. So it's getting so rough to watch fucking WWE. I'm not even gonna like front here. It's like when I sit down to watch WWE show, I'm like, I have to do this for the podcast. Like that's the feeling I've started getting with these fucking pay-per-views for WWE.
And the thing is, the road to WrestleMania has
it's been so bad.
It's been the worst I've seen it.
It's just like, it's like, cool, we're getting Vikingo and Penta for Mania, and it's like, awesome. It's like, we're not doing that anymore, we're doing it on the AAA show, and it's like, fuck. Like, the one match I was like excited for, you guys took it away from me.
The ladder match is still happening on ESPN2.
The ladder match.
Shit.
Yeah, I can watch the ladder match for free, thankfully.
We're gonna watch Oba versus Brock for free on ESPN2, which
yes, sir.
The weekend. I'm gonna say here, the weekend of WrestleMania is irredeemable if Oba doesn't go over. I don't care how good the rest of the matches are. If you have a hot rising talent like that and you still put Brock over him, I'm like, I'm done. It's like, I'm fucking done with this
Brock
company.
really just doesn't like black people, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't think that will save. Like, it's like, if that happens, I'm like, well, I am done.
Not be the allegations fall.
But I think Brock's gonna do the job for Oba, because
I think so too.
I think Brock recognizes that guy might be the future of the company, and WWE, he's trying to show WWE that maybe
it might not be behind him. It might not be Brock that recognizes it, or even if he does, he doesn't really care. It's more the company surely recognizes.
Yeah,
Brock ain't gonna be around before a couple more months, and then he's dipping out. So he's like,
do you guys, I'm going home. You guys think that the free show on ESPN is just to get people to buy tickets? Because WrestleMania's ticket sales right now are abysmal compared to what they thought they would be.
Everything is to get them to buy tickets, because they're doing everything they can to sell the tickets right now, and they're only at a little over 40,000 for each night. Compared to last year's WrestleMania.
I am certainly looking forward to the media scrum where Triple H has to lie and say, "Oh yeah, we had the biggest ticket. We had the biggest gate night 1, night 2. We had a bigger gate."
That's cap.
Dude, like, I saw the clips from the fucking show, and the Punk promo and the Cody promo gave me fucking 99 WCW flashbacks with like, we're just shooting on the company now.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, I was like, oh god, we are hitting this point again. Yeah. Like,
close enough. Welcome back, WCW.
I was like, oh my lord. This was awful.
Yeah.
Like, Cody just legitimately seemed pissed, and CM Punk's just going to say whatever the fuck he wants to say. But he was like, reduce the prices, and then like, we're putting it for free on ESPN. And I'm like, oh, they shot themselves into a fucking corner with this one. It's like,
with a fucking cannon. That's what they did.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, you know what? Close enough. Welcome back, Vince Russo.
Yeah,
like.
Sometimes I wonder if he's writing this shit secretly.
This weekend better rip, or else I'm gonna have you guys are gonna have a real hard time convincing me to watch this for the podcast again, because it's already like getting there for.
Don't tell me this is gonna be a deck of covering this shit like we did the New Japan episode again.
It's like, hey guys, we're covering Backlash. It's Deca and X. I'm here too.
We'll have Sharky on, like, Sharky's icon over here in the lower third.
Yeah.
They need to do something, man. They need to course correct on some aspect of this, because it is like, what the fuck are they doing there? It's like, if this is all like, I know TKO was the reason that McAfee came back, and they told them to bring them back, and it's like, that fucks the creative plans up entirely. Can we not do this? Like, and TKO's like, no, we're going to, because he's a known name.
And now we're going to do that. We're going to pad this whole thing with celebrities also, because we have, like, I Show Speed Wrestling a match with, the Usos, with Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos and LA Knight.
Dude, I saw a tweet that hurt a part of my soul because of how plausible it sounded. And it was just like, I can't wait for Speed to turn on Logan Paul and help Jelly Roll win the Undisputed Championship in 3 years at Mania. And I was just like, oh God. Like, it's, I was like, oh no, it sounds feasible. It's like, I don't know. I just love like seeing, I love seeing WWE fans try to defend WWE on Twitter in recent months. It has been hilarious.
Honestly,
it's like been garbage.
It has been so funny seeing them try to reason like why this is good.
It's been interesting trying to watch the mental gymnastics.
Yeah, because WWE is just starting to feel like a celebrity / influencer camp, and I absolutely hate it. It's like Coachella, where you just got all of them just piling into one place, trying to figure out who's going to come out the greatest influencer after that shit, and I can't stand it. I hate what WWE is becoming.
It's like, gentlemen, we're here at the scene of WWE. We're hitting WCW levels not seen since the 90s. It's like
no shit.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop grilling WWE because our next show is going to be WrestleMania. Yay!
We can grill them then.
We can grill them then.
This better be a solid show, otherwise I'm not going to be.
I will retract my statements if WrestleMania blows me away. If they somehow course correct for that show in every aspect.
Traditionally, they do pretty good. It's just they have so much more to correct than they have in previous years.
WWE has been, the card is good, and then they botch the main event finish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys have literally 2 nights. Please. At least land one of them. It's like, at least, because we know that the table match is probably going to rip.
Yeah.
We know that the women's matches are going to rip because they're the only good things going on right now.
Save it for next week, Dal. Save it for next week.
So here's to hoping it rips. And
I'm looking forward to
it rips more than it sucks.
Yes.
But aside from that, we'll do that. And then a few weeks after is Forbidden Door. Or Double or Nothing first.
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing first, and then Forbidden Door.
I love it because it's like every month it's like, all right, what's the next WWE show? It's like every month, like, wait, do we have to do a WWE show this month? Because it's just like, it's like every time it's like, wait, where's it taking place? Where's it taking place? Check the calendar.
Considering current climate right now, I don't think WWE's heading back to Saudi for a while.
I don't think we're getting a Saudi show for a bit. So I think we might be good on podcast episodes for the coming months.
Be good.
Things are not great right now.
No.
But wrestling's good still for the most part.
Yeah.
And yeah. That I got nothing else to add now. We'll save it all for next week.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys for WrestleMania same time next week from the day that this episode comes out. If you're watching, after, this is not an evergreen time frame, but it's okay. 2 nights, a lot of matches, some I'm not interested in, but we'll get there. And yeah, if you guys like this episode, if you're watching us on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, let us know how we did. Join the conversation. If you guys liked a match on this card that we didn't really talk much about, let us know, or tell us why, you think some of these matches suck. I love to see feedback for certain things. Like, we are kind of an echo chamber here for ourselves for the most part. A little bit, but we do give criticism where it is due. Like, like the trios match, it's like I felt like it was a really sudden opportunity before I got more context to it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so just we'd love to have conversations with you guys in the comments, as civil as comments can be.
Or I'll fight you in the comments, whichever one you want to do.
Or we'll fight you in the comments. We're not beholden to a company or sponsorships. We can square off. If you guys are listening on Spotify, though, please leave give it a follow to the channels here. I know we haven't done anything for Without Context in a while, but these episodes also, as monthly as they are frequent in that regard. They will come for each show. So thank you guys for being here with us. Thank you guys for being here on the show. We have been doing this, I think, over 2 years now.
Yes.
Almost. We're coming up on that mark. So,
actually, when did we start? What, 2022, I think?
No, we haven't been doing this for 3 years. I'm actually going to go to the playlist. I want to see.
Yeah.
What will be our anniversary show? Because I think we did it for one of the big ones. Why am I in the D&D channel? That's not the correct channel. We're not Dummies and D20s.
Cut this out.
No, I'm keeping it in because I want to know. I want to actually know what our anniversary episode is, so we can probably do something special for the audience.
Yeah.
Yay. I think it is WrestleMania.
The first show for this podcast was the Road to WrestleMania. I think the week before WrestleMania.
So technically, this is the anniversary show.
I think it was like us talking about the build to Mania, and our first show was WrestleMania 39. Holy shit, we've been doing this for like 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically a little bit longer. Yeah. We had X on some of the Without Context shows talking about wrestling just in general. But yeah, I think our event coverage, it's been 3 years. Crazy. So yes, we'll try to make our WrestleMania episode a little more special for you guys.
Yeah.
In some way. But thank you all for being here. We will see you all later. And take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.